Hi, Scorpio. I've been trying to do your reading for 2 days. It's pretty, I don't know what it is with you guys lately. You're not the only sign I've had trouble doing readings. The fixed signs, I'm actually really having trouble doing readings for the fixed signs because there's this like want and need to push forward and move forward with things, but at the same time, stuff is holding you back, or you're holding you back. Like, I feel like there's this very self-sabotaging nature happening, and I'm not the person to sugarcoat any of that kind of behavior whatsoever. I can understand why you're doing it, but I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. I tried doing a reading yesterday, right before Sagittarius, because I've been doing the signs in order, starting with the birthday sign, for the second half of June. And we talked about being open to receiving these gifts that are coming to you. And you don't see the gifts yet, or they're not the way they want you to see. They want you, you want to see them in a different way. You want them to look differently. You want to see this gift or this journey or this thing that you're supposed to be doing in your life in a totally different way. Like, you have a set idea of how you want it to go. And I mean, just give me a second here. I need you to look at things differently. And you can do that. You can look at things differently. You're just so incredibly, when you set your mind to something and you want it so badly and you want it so passionately, it is hard to unclench yourself from what you want. And I totally get that. Now we have the new moon in Gemini on the 13th, which is tomorrow for the States. Some of you, it's already today. This new moon is probably already bringing out emotions. Sorry, I'm like channeling hard for you guys, so we all know how I channel and how the energy releases. I might hiccup or I might burp a little bit. Sorry. So this new moon, there's a lot of emotional stuff behind it, but there's also fresh starts. And even if you start something now, you may not see the completion of it or the fruition of it until the full moon in Gemini in November. You know, the moon cycle, right? If you don't know much about a moon cycle, I'm actually thinking about offering like moon cycle programs where we can like talk about manifestations and stuff during moon cycles. It's not going to happen anytime soon, but there's a lot of information on the net about moon cycles too. I wish I could like spill it all out for you right here. But because it's not happening fast enough for you, or because things are moving very slowly for you, or because it's not turning out the way you thought it was going to turn out, you're driving yourself crazy over it because you think you want it to look one way. It's so funny. I just realized, so I'm wearing my glasses. Obviously, you guys, if you've been watching me for a while, you're noticing this is different. And I realized that I actually look like this teacher, like lecturing. Oh, head smack. Okay. I'm not here to lecture you guys, but at the same time, I'm not going to hold your hand and be like, no, everything's going to be okay if you just stand in this spot and not move forward. Just because you can't see the pretty glittery object right now doesn't mean it's not going to be there. So we have the Six of Swords. So like literally calm your mind. Cool your heels. And I know, cool your heels. That's like 1960, what? Queen of Swords. So, an air sign. I feel like you're moving away from this air sign, though. It's not, it's almost like, you know what, I'm tired of it. That's the feeling that I'm getting. I'm really tired of all of this. I'm tired of the waiting. I'm tired of the arguments. I'm tired of like all of the BS that you've put me through. I'm tired of it, and it's time to go a new direction. Wheel of Fortune. See, and this is the reason why I think you're moving away from it. I look at the pictures. I look at the way, and this boat is moving away from that Queen of Swords. Once you get away from that Queen of Swords, once you release yourself from this energy, the Wheel of Fortune comes in. And we've talked about the Wheel of Fortune before. You can't force the Wheel of Fortune to move to turn any faster. It's not, it's karmic. You do the work. You do the work. And Seven of Swords, don't feel guilty about going your own way in the world. Don't feel guilty about going your own way. Plant your seed. Plant your seeds. Seven of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles. So there's an earth sign as well. New beginnings with an earth sign after the Queen of Swords reign is over. Right? So here's the thing. If you can see this in the distance, or you can see this happening, and you've planted the seed, and you are working on it, and here you go, now you're waiting. Now you're waiting. If you do not chill out, and you get antsy, and you start to run away, because it's not here fast enough, you may miss out on a really good thing. Because the cards are saying that there's a new cycle for you that's starting, and it's been coming along, like it's been happening and happening and happening. Like you have felt the build-up of this. It's time to now do the work. You felt the build-up, now it's time to do the work. And watch the pretty sparkly thing grow. You guys. The Eight of Swords. But I can't see it happening. Trial by fire. Sometimes diamonds have to be refined by fire. See that fire back there? So if you are keeping yourself in a constant state of worry that you're never going to get this pretty thing, or you're never going to have the pretty thing, or do the pretty stuff, or move to the different pretty place, if you can't see it yet, you're not going to believe it. And that's why I understand. I understand why it was so hard for me to do your reading earlier. Because I want to keep telling you guys that it's coming, but you don't believe me. So come November, when it happens, I can say, remember back in June when I said to keep working really hard, to believe that the gifts are coming, to believe that that old cycle is ending and a new one is coming in. Remember that. Remember those days. The good old days, right? I'm excited for it. I'm excited for, some good fun stuff. Start a whole new cycle with this new moon. This Gemini new moon. Make it a big one. Make it a big manifestation. Do your ceremony. Light your candles. Say your prayers. Write everything down that you want to have. You can hear the cat scratching. I don't know if you can hear that. The cat scratching on the couch. And I want to yell at her, but I don't want to yell at her. Four of Cups, the Magician, the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, Nine of Swords. We are increasing our swords, my dears. If you cannot see the fun, the good coming in front of you, apathy, To me, this looks a lot like this guy's trying to manifest during the new moon. Four of Cups, yes, it could represent apathy. I feel like this guy is grounding himself. If you look at that picture, it looks like quiet contemplation. I think it's time to really quiet your mind. Get out of this Eight of Swords. Don't be in the Eight of Swords anymore. No need. Not necessary. And with the new beginning, if you're trying to choose what direction to go, if you're trying to choose the direction to go in with the new beginning, or if you're trying to decide if this earth sign is worth your time, I want to say that you think it's too good to be true. So you're going to get yourself back up in your head. We could skip the Knight of Swords altogether and just move straight to the Eight of Wands and the Lovers. And there you are, King of Cups. Looky there. So you could skip the Knight of Swords and just go straight to victory with the Six of Wands. Communicate how you feel. Oh, look at that beauty. Look at that. I'm like trying to, there we go. Yeah? You could communicate how you feel. Instead of getting up in your head about it, you're thinking, I feel like you're making it way too hard. I feel like you're making it way too hard on yourself. Therefore, you're making it way too hard on everybody else. Trying to decide if this earth sign is good enough for you, or if this earth sign is going to hurt you like the air sign did. You could manifest that the earth sign isn't good enough for you. Because if you think negatively enough, you could just make that earth sign go away. I don't think you want to do that. I think you're trying to manifest this person back in your life, but you're really worried. Like, again, this guy can't see the gifts in front of him. His head's down. He's blindfolded. Even the monkey on the wheel of fortune is blindfolded. See that? Scorpio. Go the direction you're supposed to go in. Go the direction you're supposed to go in. You feel it already. You guys are psychic. You know what you're doing. If this doesn't have to do with a relationship, if this has to do with work and you're trying to manifest a new job, don't be up in your head that you're not going to get it. I feel like rising above all of the issues that are going on in your life right now and just believing even the stuff you can't see, believing that you can have it, that it can be yours. Don't be pessimistic. Don't be the pessimistic Scorpio. Be the optimistic Scorpio. I know that's really hard for you guys to do in your darkness, but don't say nothing ever works out for me. Because it can. All right, you won't believe me. So for like the next 6 months, I'm going to be telling you that you have all these really great things coming to you. And until you actually see them, we'll just keep having this conversation. I don't mind. I think you guys are actually doing really, really good. I just don't want you to lie to yourselves that you can't have everything you want, because you really can. I know that sounds disgustingly optimistic. Ugh, right? That isn't, it's so funny because I wanted to come into this reading and be like, listen, you guys have to stop beating yourselves up. You have to stop, like, doing this to yourselves. And, like, just quit it. You know, like, I wanted to lecture you and, like, point my finger and be like, bad Scorpio, don't do it anymore. And I don't want you guys to beat yourself up because I do see some really great things coming for you. You just have to believe. You just have to believe. Yeah, it really is that simple. I love you guys, and I hope you have a really great June. The events that I have for the workshops, those links are below if you click on the box below the video, or you can go to my website, fearlessintuition.net. Soulmate readings, soul lesson readings, those are still on special for June. I also have other options for live phone calls, Skype, and FaceTime. So all of that, check that all out on my website. And the soulmate readings and the soul lesson readings are video recorded. So remember that when you're ordering them. Fearlessintuition.net. Check me out on InstantGo and check me out on Instagram at fearlessintuition1111. I hope you guys have a really great June. And yeah, we'll see you in July. Bye.